It's your job. I give you money, you give me ideas.
And you never say thank you.
That's what the money is for.
Why tattoos and colored hair are considered unprofessional.
Okay, well, before this young lady gets her party started, I would like to proffer an answer, ma'am. Why tattoos and colored hair are considered unprofessional? Well, tattoos aren't particularly considered unprofessional. Visible tattoos are. There's a huge difference between having a sleeve that you can, cover up in any type of clothing, as opposed to having your neck and half of your face completely tattooed up, which signifies a thirst for attention that really does create this idea that you'll like whatever image or your personal things that go on in your life, they will lead to be far more important than the job that you're being hired for. But then again, it also depends on what you're being hired for, right? I mean, if you want to have weird colored tattoos, weird colored hair and tattoos and shit, Hot Topics always hiring. But as far as, Fortune 500 CEO, 6-figure a year jobs and the like, there's a certain level of, about business that you need to, or that you should project, and the clearest, most blatant way to project that you're about business is to be in business attire, and whatever industry you are in, that's really what defines business attire. We're not going to expect janitors to wear tuxedos to work, okay? Like, these are two different things. But then again, you're also not going to expect janitors to make in the 6-figure range. And thanks to the internet, there's tons of people who make tons of money that they don't have to work another day in their life. And thanks to our legal system, there's tons of lawsuits that have made people insanely rich. Look at Nick Sandman and the like. So thusly, but when you are going to a company and you are looking to bring something to a company, be very careful of, if that company wants to project professionalism and being about getting the job done, as opposed to, attention seeking and, working out their daddy issues on company time, well, the candidate that isn't covered head to toe in tattoos would probably be more about, and actually took the time to, make sure that they were well groomed, would be more of a fit, in such a setting. But as per usual, there's always some TikTok scholar out here that wants to really overcomplicate shit that don't need to be overcomplicated. So with that being said, let's go, sweetie.
Unprofessional. I love when people tag me in things and are like, hey, Issa, this because of fascism? Because it's like, yes, totally, just because of fascism.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I personally consider it more about capitalism, because once again, it's a business. A business is there to make money. And if you, and the projection of their staff and their employees really goes, really can speak to what type of image that they, the type of clientele that they attract. And so, and if your business, like, let's say is, making plane engine parts, right? You're going to wear a suit and tie into the office. If you're an executive for a plane engine part, your entire dress attire is completely different than the engineers that work on it. It's just the way that this goes. But this young lady this individual, you don't want to sit here and assume anybody's biological sex, wants to sit here and say, yes, it is fascism. New man, utopian concept from all places, Wikipedia. Okay. Look, I like Wikipedia for some things, but it's not the end all be all when it comes to research. I would rather somebody bring me something from Encyclopedia Britannica. Okay.
30s and 40s European fascism had this concept of the new man. While being the perfect little fascist, you also had to have the perfect natural body. Fast forward to the Allied power.
I mean, we've seen guys and women from back in those times, and I don't think that is this eugenics? like, oh yes, we want to make the perfect race coming from this clearly Caucasian adjacent individual. Let's keep going.
Quote unquote winning the war, and we have conformity in the 1950s in the US. The creation of the perfect white family was made by both.
I mean, white, black, green, blue, purple. I mean, mom, dad, 2 kids, a house, picket fence. That's the American dream, sweetie. And you can literally put any color on these people's faces that you freaking want. That doesn't change it. Look, oh wow, now they're all Indians. Oh wait, no. Oh, now, who are they now, huh? What's this nice family now? They went from white to super Asian and thusly at the top of the economic, pyramid, right? So thusly, I'm such a dick. All I'm saying is that, that idea, the concept right there, it's the concept that you can slap any color on you want. It always was the American dream that, oh yeah, I'm gonna raise a family, have a little legacy of my own, grow old and die. It's what my dad got to do, God bless him. And unfortunately, due to the times that we live in now, the culture that we live in now, it's definitely not going to happen for the likelihood of it happening for individuals such as myself. I mean, we out here, bro. We gonna keep just flipping this fucking coin. But either ways, thanks feminism. Feminism, like what you, young lady, once again, fellas, Timothy 2:12, right? What you represent is that mindset. Is this is what was sold to this woman as being the best, as getting rid of Pop over here, and oh, I'm strong and independent and can do it all on my own. That since the 60s, about the 70s or so, that's been the wave. Okay, so to sit here and just and go all the way back, it's one of the reasons I don't go back to slavery, right? Is the reason why, like, honestly, sweetheart, you want to go back to the 50s when real talk, a lot of the shit that you're complaining and bitching about are things that have origins either further back or have evolved into something much worse in 2021, over 70 years later. But let's keep going.
Implicit and explicit dress codes. This was seen at the absolute most in the corporate office.
Oh, pause. Damn, Don Draper, dapper. I mean, it's a fly ass suit. My man look good. He's Don Draper shit. John Hamm, he's had a real good profile in the like. I mean, shoot, if I could pull it off, I'd rock that shit. But no, and it's so funny because this shit comes from women who like to sit there and look at fashion and all this other fun stuff. But dude fashion, like particularly that of a more sophisticated level, well, that's just fascism. Your fashion is fashion. Our men's fashion is fascism. Okay, sweetie.
The absolute most in the corporate office, as well as incredibly strict dress codes for schools.
Yes, because guess what happened when you removed those freaking dress codes? Kids started getting their ass kicked over Jordans. This is... Now we've gone full circle, because in a lot of urban districts, particularly the charter schools that everybody loves, there is a dress code. So, like, why too, simplify for the kids and the parents and everything else like that, and, things not having to be a fashion show as well, but ultimately just control. Let's keep going.
Deviation from traditional values, any type of extra dress or ornamentation meant that you weren't as good of a worker. America was quite literally incorporating fascism into their government, quite explicitly through things like Operation Paperclip. These natural white beauty standards have stayed with us today, from blues and colored hair.
Oh, these natural white beauty standards, and yet you completely ignore the very real concept of beauty being in the eye of the beholder. There is a big reason why I haven't played the game with this young lady, is because, once again, like she's like I didn't spend any time with her mouth closed, first and foremost, but secondly, even if I did, it's just like, nah, I'm good, because it's a matter of taste. But I have absolutely no doubt there are plenty of people around the block that will look at you and be like, oh, she is absolutely gorgeous, she is beautiful. You probably run across 4 or 5 dudes throughout the course of your life who would have given you the world if they could. But I mean, that just is what it is one of the big differences between the male, the the XY chromosome experience and the XX experience.
Natural white beauty standards have stayed with us today, from idealizing dapperness in shows like Mad Men.
Yeah, smooth as hell. And you just had to know, even though Trump kept it loose, you know what I'm saying, rather often.
It calls to make America great.
And what the hell does one have to do with the other? Like, you see this, right? This is, oh my goodness, this is why these types of videos always fascinate me, because they just run all the way, because their point is always, oh my goodness, Trump is evil. It's always TDS. But how do you get to the TDS? Well, Trump likes suits. Trump wears suits all the time. I mean, then clearly it is a sign that, like, suits represent fascism. Oh my God, these people, man. Oh, the mental magic. The mental magic is just, mwah, it's beautiful. It really is.
Again, this is why we won the war against the bleeps, but we lost the war against fascism.
No, sweetie. All the academia, all the overcomplicated bullshit that you're bringing to the table, all that beautiful, not face, but donut brain bullshit that you're bringing to the table, that is the real problem. I don't even want to call it the fascism. I don't even call it anything. And when she says bleep, she's not talking about black people. She's talking about Nazis. So, guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of your sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually, go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, this chick is bonkers. But that's what, like, that's the culture that you were raised up in. You were raised to think, to overcomplicate shit that really don't need to be overcomplicated, all to get to a very specific point that you want to make, but that upon further investigation or scrutiny just doesn't pass the sniff test. But you may feel differently. That's what my comment section's for, boys. Till the next one.
Jimmy, you're thinking with your dick.
I am not thinking with my dick.
Yes, you are.
No, I just think that
Put your dick away.
she's an emotional,
Jim.
interesting, caring girl.
Jimmy, that's your dick talking.